Cloud Step, Flow, Viagra Shaft. Oh, Vergus Shaft. Can you blame me, man? Of a bitch. All right, boys, time for the Global Lab patch note rundown for the week, July 5th. Looks like War of the Roses is coming back, which is interesting. Let's take a look. War of the Roses regular season. You'll love to see that. I will definitely be doing this. That or I'll be shoutcasting it. One of the two. I love War of the Roses. I think it's great content. I think that I'm very excited that it's back. I know there are some doom and gloomers about it, but I strictly think that War of the Roses is some fantastic PvP content. That pretty much everybody that's like a late game player, whether you've never done PvP before or not, is irrelevant. You can basically just get involved, get to know people, have a good time, and it feels like a big like regional battle, 300 versus 300. So and we're excited to see it come back here. Okay, War of the Roses regular season will begin on Sunday, July 14th. That is next Sunday, guys. I think, yeah, it's next Sunday. Before I say anything, I would like to thank the adventurers from all the regions who experienced the War of the Roses firsthand through the last War of the Roses preseason. I was basically involved in it every time. I got to do it like the first time, and then I shoutcasted it the next, I think, 2 times that it happened. I had a lot of fun with that too on the desk there, and gave their many opinions. In the War of the Roses regular season, we will listen to the opinions of adventurers provided through the preseason, and changes were made in consideration of the battlefield aspects and the flow of the last War of the Roses, the main direction and expansion of reversal elements and strategy. Ooh, let's take a look at this. In particular, considering the fact that it was unfortunate that it could not easily be... Oh my god. Bless me. Oh my gosh. I just got attacked. You ever had a sneeze come on so fast? You're like, oh my god. Whew. I got assaulted. All right. In particular, considering the fact that it was unfortunate that it could not be easily overcome when placed in an unfavorable situation, the resurrection method of War of the Roses has been changed to allow for a defensive line, or a sanctum that has been successfully captured through a reversal strategy will be protected for a certain period of time. Strategic elements such as the new commander skills have also been added. Okay, interesting. When the strategy at under the command, what the bro, this translation is scuffed, man. When the strategy aimed at under the command of an outstanding guild leader succeeds, it shines even brighter. I think it's trying to say that the battle is more fun when the commander is gaming. Pretty sure that's what it means. In addition, a battle to obtain the Spirit Altar, which obtains a powerful buff effect, takes place when both sides have their battle lines lined up. We have made it possible to establish a more strategic operation in the process of occupying the Sanctum and deploying the personnel of the 3rd Legion and the leading guild. Rewards also change in the War of the Roses regular seasons. Basically, the leader guild, the protagonist of the War of the Roses, obtains higher rewards than the 3rd Legion. Instead, the additional loot obtained by the 3rd Legion includes Sylvia's Token. This is a type of medal reward for the 3rd Legion who faithfully perform the mission given by the leading guild, the protagonist of War of the Roses. In War of the Roses, in addition to simply providing compensation, it can also serve as a function of allowing the leading guild and the 3rd Legion to work together towards one goal. The types and times of missions, yeah, nobody cares. Okay, we asked the adventurers. Okay, so if you guys don't know what the 3rd Legion is, essentially there's 300 people that are involved in War of the Roses. 100 of them are the main guild. Okay, like the lead guild. I'll just type it as the lead guild. Okay. And the other 200 are considered the 3rd Legion. All right. So anyway, this is how it works. If you're in the if you're not in the lead guild, you can apply for War of the Roses, and you can get it in the 3rd Legion. Okay, but what they're saying is the 3rd Legion will have less rewards than the leading guild. War of the Roses guides, Spirit's Altar. This is one of the new things for War of the Roses. Like I said, it's like this buff area. Spirit's Altar, where you can not only attack the commander-in-chief during War of the Roses, but also acquire buffs that are advantageous in the battles throughout the War of the Roses. In the preseason, depending on the region, there were situations where players had to occupy a Spirit Altar from the beginning to continue their winning ways. Okay. In the regular season, the Spirit Altar was changed to be activated after a certain period of time so that the battle of the Spirit Altar could proceed naturally after occupying each sanctuary in the early part and a certain level of the battle line. I don't really know what they're fucking going on about. I don't remember anything about a Spirit Altar. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I remember, like, the way the War of the Roses typically works is you have Kama Sylvia versus Odalita, and they fight over different sanctums, and whichever side had Cho Nation on it won. Oh. But, like, basically, you just basically captured points, and then the more points you captured, the more buffs you got, which made it, like, super snowbally, and eventually you won. You can use your boats as well, so there's like naval warfare as well. But it is a lot of fun. I hope that Cho doesn't actually participate. I'm just gonna be honest, because whenever, like, the way that this is split, it basically kills it if Cho's participating. If Cho participates but as the 3rd Legion, it's fine, but if Cho signs up as like a guild, it's already over. It doesn't matter. It's annoying. It's funny you think Cho won't participate. I don't know, they might bow out. They did the one time. They said that we won't participate to let other people do it, and then nobody participated because they thought that Cho was actually going to do it. They thought it was a ruse. I think Cho just wants to have fun. It's a lot of extra work to do this. Like, the way they have this set up, like having a lead guild run War of the Roses is kind of an L, because it requires a major siege guild to have a major siege on Saturday with a bunch of politics and setups and like work that they have to do. And then immediately on Sunday, they have to organize a 300 versus 300 brawl, of which 200 people aren't even in their guild. And they have to try to win, and the entire server will be mad at them if they perform poorly. Like, it just doesn't make very much sense. So like, I don't think that Cho necessarily wants to lead War of the Roses necessarily. I mean, they probably will just to have fun with it, but like, if they feel like they're not having fun, they'll probably let other guilds do it and then just sign up for it normally. I think they understand that. And I don't think they mind it either way, because it's just less work for leadership if they don't sign up for it. It is what it is. Let's see. Before change, activate the Spirit Altar at the start of War of the Roses. After change, Spirit Altar is activated after 10 minutes after the start of War of the Roses. I have no idea what the Spirit Altar is, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. I legitimately have no idea what they're talking about. Yeah. Change the resurrection method. Like, again, I spectated War of the Roses every week that it happened. I shoutcasted on the desk with Etsu from Pearl Abyss, and I participated the first week. And I have no idea what the Spirit Altar is. That's weird. Resurrection method. Additionally, when you resurrect after death in War of the Roses, you can resurrect at the forefront of the opposing camp so that the enemy's attack often continues before a strategy for a reversal is prepared. Now we have made it impossible to respawn on the front line of an occupied sanctum, allowing you to deal with the opposing camp more strategically in situations where your own sanctum is threatened. Resurrect by selecting one of the occupied sanctums. Resurrection is not possible on the front lines of an occupied sanctum. So you can't... So like, if Cho is pushing this sanctum right here. So if Cho is pushing this sanctum right here, I'm pretty sure that the defenders can spawn here. Right? But then Cho has to spawn back here? What does this mean? Resurrection is not possible on the front lines of occupied sanctums. So you just can't... Okay, so the way I'm reading it, guys, is that if Cho is pushing this sanctum and you die, you have to spawn at this one. You cannot spawn at this one, which helps Cho Nation win faster. I'm pretty sure that's what this means. But like if Cho is pushing this sanctum and they die, they also have to spawn back here. So you can't spawn at the front sanctums. You can't spawn here and you can't spawn here, even if you're pushing those. You have to spawn at the rear sanctum, which doesn't matter because Cho's never dying. So like if you just group up and push a sanctum together and wipe them, it's over. It will snowball much faster this way. Assuming that's exactly what this means, it will snowball much faster, and that's very bad. Like the War of the Roses will be over in 15 minutes. But we'll see. That Cho won in, I think, 28 minutes the first time against oh god, what was that guild's name? Oh, fuck it, Humegalol. And then the second week was Havoc, and they won in like 30 minutes. But we'll see. Only Man Up can stop Cho Sag. If Lakari came back today and tried to remake Man Up, they're still losing to Cho. It does not matter. They get absolutely bulldozed and armed. Lakari gets on his knees and just absolutely takes it, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just keeping it a buck. All right. When the reversal strategy aimed at an unfavorable situation is successful, the Sanctuary Guardian monster is made invincible for a certain period of time, so that the battle line can be reorganized based on this in the maximum of the effect, and it maximizes the effect of the reversal strategy. Okay. During War of the Roses, when attacking a sanctum occupied by an enemy force and successfully occupying a sanctum for your allies, the Guardian monster that appears has been changed to receive an invincibility effect for 3 minutes. Okay, so yeah, I don't understand why they're doing this. Yeah, this reinforces what I said before. Here's what's happening, guys. Okay. Pink is Cho Nation. So, blue is any other guild. It doesn't matter, but the pink is Cho. So, the way they have respawns working, guys, is that if Cho is pushing this initial sanctum here, Cho Nation cannot spawn at the forward sanctum. Neither can the losing team, though. They have to spawn at number 2. The losing team also has to spawn at number 2 as well. So what that means is that Cho Nation will have a much easier time taking this sanctum, for sure. What the developers do not understand here is that Cho Nation is just going to bulldoze. It's going to snowball really fast. None of them are going to die. Disproportionate amount of Cho are going to die compared to the enemy team. Everyone's going to end up spawning at the second sanctum, and they're going to lose this very quickly. When Cho takes this sanctum here, this newest rule now says that not only does Cho control this, but the PvE like boss that spawns here is invincible for 3 minutes. So it can't be retaken for 3 minutes once Cho has conquered it. Then they move on to the next one, and again, the exact same thing happens again to help it snowball more effectively so that Cho Nation can win in a very efficient manner. My guess is that this will help like the other regions, maybe. Like this might help the other regions, but for North America specifically, this is going to hurt us badly. Like our War of the Roses is not going to be as fun if Cho has it. Yeah, not like that's. It's going to be a speed run. So like if Cho is in War of the Roses, I do predict that it's over in probably record-breaking time. Why don't NA just get one more good guild? I mean, Digi and BR
just resubscribed for 3
powerful.
months.
Really
Love you,
strong
my
guild.
Blue Overlord.
But just
Can't
understand
wait
that.
to kiss you
Okay,
goodnight
I'll wait.
later.
All right, love you, buddy. Malterex, thanks so much for the 3-month resub. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, Digi and Corrupt are also extremely strong. Really powerful guilds, but they just can't beat Cho because all of our very best players are all in Cho. Our top 150 players are in Cho. The top 150 to 300 are in Digi, and so on. Like, that's just how it works in NA. Like, we like to win, right? Like, we're extremely competitive. We like to win. It's just how it goes. The other regions have more of a split between their players. So, like, their top, like, 100 players are not just sitting in their top guild. So, like, it's different for them. So, this strategy will probably work for them. It will work for NA too, assuming that North America doesn't have Cho. Yeah, like if it's Digi versus Corrupt, it's gonna be a banger, right? But if it's Cho versus anyone else, it's gonna be over in 15 minutes. So like hopefully Cho decides to let other people try War of the Roses, because if they try it, it's gonna kill it for everybody. It is what it is. What up, Tiny Roses? How you doing? I mean, it's not Cho's fault. They're just the best. I don't know. Like, I'm not mad at Cho. I'm just saying that, like, I'm thinking about this from NA's perspective. Yeah, shit's gonna be crazy. In EU, this is probably a really good thing. In EU, these changes are probably a W because the guilds are much closer. But in NA, I think it's gonna be a little rough. I think it's gonna be a little rough. Nothing but bangers. That's right. Captain skills. Okay, so they've added a new captain skill. You can select one sanctum to use the designated resurrection skill. When a dead ally, lead guild, or the third legion is resurrected, regardless of whether it's occupied or not, you can resurrect it by selecting the relevant sanctum for 5 minutes. Huh? Okay. So you can just have your guild spawn at a sanctum, even if you don't own it. Here's my take on this. So you can just select a sanctum and have everyone spawn there, regardless of whether or not you own it. That is interesting. I would love to spawn up and then go, why is Raiden here? Why is Roots? Pig? Mommy? Bro, like, Cho can just select a sanctum and just spawn on... Oh, God. Cooldown 20 minutes. They can do it every 20 minutes, bro. Oh, God. Yeah, so the trick, if you're the commander in War of the Roses, guys, if you get put in the commander position, you need to spam your skills as quickly as possible. These are really short cooldowns, and you basically just need to spam them out. Enhanced vision reveals an obscure field of vision for 10 seconds. Cooldown 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, so the rest of these are the same as it was in the past. War of the Roses rewards. Okay, so third legion rewards. They nerfed it. Wait. Oh, bro, what the? Okay, so the third legion is getting less rewards for winning. So when you win, you're getting about 30% less across the board. Across the board. It used to be that you were getting 3 billion for winning. Now you're only getting 2. You're getting less boxes, less coffer stones. Yeah, they literally just cut it down to a third basically across the board here. Or cut it down by 33% across the board. Oof. Oh, leader versus captain guild. Oh, I thought it was before and after. I apologize. Okay, so where's the before then? Was this exactly the same as it was before or what? They said that they buffed the leader rewards. So if you're in the main guild, you get even more rewards. So if you're in like the leading guild, you get 3 bill. If you're in the third legion, you get 2 bill. I forget what the reward was before though. I legitimately don't remember what the reward was for winning before. The guild leader, like if you're in the lead guild, you get 3 billion for winning War of the Roses. And if you're in the third legion, you get 2 billion for winning. So you do get less if you're in the third legion than if you were in the main guild. All right, you can unban Garnier. I was a meme. Mods, go ahead and unban him. Let him come back. Thanks, guys. All right, liberation. This means that you lost. You're a loser. Okay, so if you lose War of the Roses, you're guaranteed a bill. All right, so you get Sylvius tokens now if you lose or if you win. If you're in the third legion, you're going to get something called a Sylvius token, a very delicately designed token. My guess is that Sylvius token mission success refers to the commander gives the third legion tasks that you're supposed to do. And if you listen to and complete those missions, you get more Sylvius tokens at the end of the War of the Roses. So this encourages people to listen to the commander's calls, which I think is an objective win. I think it is a design W. I think they definitely, they thought this through. This is a good change. Big win. Let's see what the Sylvia tokens actually get you. So this is liberation. Wait, how is victory different than liberation? Oh, liberation means a tie. So if War of the Roses ends in a tie, this is what happens. So you only get 1 bill. If you're in the 3rd Legion, 2 bill if you're in one of the leading guilds. If you win, if you're on the winning team, the 3rd Legion, you get 2 bill. The leading guild, you get 3 bill, and then you get a certain amount of boxes and Sylvia tokens. When you get defeated, the leading guild and the 3rd Legion both get 1 bill. Looks like the leading guild gets 1.5 bill. And then, yeah, it's just declining rewards from there. But like, I'm curious what the Sylvia's token is all about here. Hold on, let's see what those are. Because those are new. Okay, mission success. Obtain 10 Sylvia tokens. Okay, so Sylvia tokens. 50 of them gives you a passion-filled loot chest. And the passion-filled loot chests give you, like, some really good stuff. Worst thing you can get looks like 75 coffers, 40 memfrags, some Debo, the base Debos, splendid spirit stones of destruction and Guardian. Some really good crystals. Some house buffs. Amazing. Yo, hopefully, Janice, hopefully I get to see you in War of the Roses, man. We're fighting for O to lead. Dark Knight supremacy. Right? Really, it's 50-50. You don't get to choose. But if we did, we fight for Dark Knights. Imp Captain Knife times 20. So the Sylvia tokens can be exchanged for, like, I think the worst thing is 1-for-1 with Marnie Fuel. Cofferstone times 5 for Sylvia tokens times 2. Yeah, but the best thing is the loot chests. You really just want to exchange them for the loot checks, I guess. The Captain's Knife is not the worst. Sturdy Forest Tread. I forget what the Sturdy Forest Tread is used for.
Self-report. Lol. I just got another Garmouth heart drop this week. That's 3 in under 100 Garmouths.
What the fuck is this thing? Yeah, you're banned. Congratulations, man. Lost 75. I can't ban you. I got Tet Fallen God yesterday. Oh, yeah. This is the thing for whale tendies. Yeah, this is the thing that makes the whale tendies really strong. Yeah. Yeah. God, dude. I always forget the name of that item. So that's really good. That's usually what people will probably use it for, is the Sturdy Forest Treads. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, Arena of Solare. Now we're moving on to Arena of Solare. People told me that the rewards are getting buffed for Arena of Solare, which is really good, considering that the like Guild League was like better rewards. So I'm assuming they're gonna buff it to be somewhere around where Guild League was. Yeah, you're getting 30 instead of 20 seals for victory now. You get 20 instead of 10 for a draw, and you get 15 instead of 5 for defeat. So that's actually really good. That's a W change. So overall, I would expect these... Basically, you're getting 30% more money. So what, it was like 200 mil before? So now you're making like 300 mil. Yeah, Reed, I know. Yeah, I mixed that up with the wagon mats. Exactly. That's what I thought. I was like, is that for the forest path wagon? I was like, what? Oh, no, that's the whale tendon thing. That's right. Yeah. Once per family exchange. These are the weapon exchange like things. Yeah, nobody's going to do that. Everyone's going to use it on the Sturdy Forest Treads. Basically, you only have to play 2 Solare matches a week, and then you can get 3 of these. That's really good. That's really good. Always exchangeable. Yeah, so like this is all the same as it was before. So basically they buffed Arena of Solare rewards by 30%, guys. Decking out monster changes. The issue with the monsters would not be summoned in a certain elapsed time when grinding a Decky's Lantern Monster Zone. Pilaku round Sulfur Mines, Augment, and History has been fixed. Okay, well that's good. Bug fix is good. Conquest and Node Wars. The rules for monsters disappearing from Node Wars start have been changed. Okay, so now monsters are only going to disappear 10 minutes before the war starts instead of 15. There's only one guild or alliance participating in a node war. The monsters disappear 15 minutes before the node war begins, and the monster reappears 10 minutes after the node war ends. Changed. Okay, so now if there was only one guild or alliance participating in the node war, the monsters no longer disappear. Sweet. Sweet. If there are no guilds or alliances participating in the node war, let's see. No, the monsters no longer disappear. Okay, sure. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, yo. Hold on, did they see my feedback? Cutscene skip time has been changed from 3 to 1.2 seconds. Why? I mean, this is a win. This is a win. But please take this godforsaken thing away when we can't skip it. The worst feeling in the entire world is going, oh, thank God I can skip this cutscene. Holding R, watching the thing go around, and then it's saying, this part of the story can't be skipped. You. Like, that just needs to be removed. If we can't skip it, just don't let us try. The level and vitality conditions for displaying a guide and using restoratives when vitality is low have been modified. Okay, yeah, nobody cares. It's just going to tell you when to use potions a little sooner. Okay, basic elixir changes. Nothing crazy there. Some global lab changes, bugs and fixes. Class changes. Please fix doses, collision on movement. Please, for the love of God. Class changes. Sork violation. The momentary slowdown phenomenon that was applied strongly when a spinning strike was successful for the violation 1 through 3 skills has been alleviated. Okay. Musa Nemesis Slash. The issue where the ultimate Nemesis Slash would not be activated intermittently when a successful hit of the Nemesis Slash skill has been corrected. Megu. Fox Flare Flesh. Fleshe. I think it's Fleshe. The issue of not linking smoothly with other skills after hitting the target with a Fox Flare Fleche skill has been improved. Okay. The issue where the character would freeze when repeatedly pressing the S key is in the awakened combat stance has been improved. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Dosa. Okay, all right, good. Oh, thank God. All right, they're going to fix it. It's fine, guys. When auto-moving T to a destination with an NPC, the movement has been improved to stop at a distance where the interaction is possible. Okay. Deep Haze. Okay, that's one of his movement skills. The cooldown of Deep Haze has been changed to 5 seconds instead of 7. Okay, what about the collision? Vellum Slash has been changed to allow use even when cooldown. However, during the cooldown, the skill's invincibility while moving, knockback when successful hit, and critical hit probability effects are not applied. Okay. What up, Ash? How you doing, man? Okay. Okay. All right. Purple it is. There we go. Cloud Step, Flow, Viagra Shaft. Oh, Vergus Shaft. Can you blame me, man? Of a bitch. The issue where the Flow Verga Shaft skill was not linked.
Just
I don't
gifted
fucking
10
care, man.
subs.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Viagra Shaft, but like I've damned him. That is the name of the skill now. That's tragic. It's not my fault. Okay, you should have named it something else. Flow for the Viagra Shaft. When linking the Flow Viagra Shaft skill with Cloud Spire, Status Shift, Cloud Drift, Cloud Step, or Flow, the Oblique Cleave, the attack has been improved so that if the enemy is in front while moving, the attack will be activated immediately. Okay. Rising Slash. Fix the issue where the Rising Slash did not activate when right-clicking after Prime Cloud General skill in certain situations where Cloud Veil and Flow Verga Shaft skills could not be used. Okay, so they haven't fixed the collision thing. I can't play the class. The issue...
Kingzini 420 just resubscribed for 10 months. What it do, Blue?
What up, man? They need to remove collision on a lot of his movement or it just won't work. Like, it's so frustrating to grind with him. It's just really annoying to have to grind with him when you're constantly running into every little mob and you can't like adjust properly. Sometimes there's unit collision, sometimes there's not unit collision. It's extremely frustrating. I think the class is very well designed. I think they're already adjusting him, which is a good thing. This means the developers are watching, they're looking at potential problems here. I do know that there's a problem with the main storyline where you can't get through part of the new Jordan saga if you're playing Dosa. Sometimes it's somewhere in the Serendia questline. So I know that they're working on a fix for that as well. So like, stay tuned for that. But like, this is the Global Lab patch note rundown for the week, guys. Some Dosa buffs for sure. AoS buffs, and we're getting War of the Roses back, which is the W with some changes there. Some W's. Good Global Lab patch. My Nova is packing ballistics. Holy moly.